welcome to the Making Waves REU podcast. My name is Tyler Hawkins, a rising senior at Florida State University studying computer science and data analytics. I'm a part of the Making Waves REU program here at USF College of Marine Science, funded by the National Science Foundation. REU stands for Research Experience for Undergraduates. We are here to explain the program to undergraduates interested in STEM to inspire them to apply to this program. Let's meet our first guest of the show. Introducing Andrea Vasquez, who attends the University of Puerto Rico, a rising senior and is majoring in environmental science. How is your major connected to this REU?
Hi Tyler. So you're right, I study environmental sciences, and my major has a very interdisciplinary curriculum, which allows me to study all different types of fields within the environment, including the marine sciences. So I got to study aquatic ecosystem as well, such as watersheds, and I work with Sargassum as a research assistant. And in everything I do, I like to incorporate the science communications. I like to involve people in the activities. I like to create opportunities for people to participate, and I really like networking. Like, that's my favorite topic, and I'm really good at it. So Making Waves specifically, I found it to have a very harmonious blend of all my passions, which is what inspired me to apply to it in the first place. And more than anything, being based in Florida, I thought it will have similar ecosystems to the ones I have back home. And I just really wanted to learn very necessary tools to bring back to my island and, advocate for the conservation of the ecosystems back then.
That's amazing. Thank you for answering. How has this REU inspired your career goals?
This REU has taught me so many things, from academics all the way to personal development. It has allowed me to construct a very strong and diverse network. And it has also, I realized that I want to keep working in the intersection between land and sea, especially mangroves. In fact, I want to keep everything I've learned about mangroves, and my senior thesis is coming up, so I would really like to do something around that topic as well.
Perfect. Thank you for answering. What type of research project are you doing, and how does it apply to the real world?
So I'm working right now with mangroves. I'm under the mentorship of Dr. Rosenheim and my graduate mentor, Alejandra. And mangroves are very well known to help with carbon sequestration, and because they help in the carbon global cycle, but we want to understand the mechanisms and the processes that are going within them, and also how they store the carbon on soil. It has been known as well that mineral associated organic matter are a very protected type of, a very stable type of soil organic matter. And we want to understand as well how that works. My project specifically, I am comparing size and density fractionation methods in order to assess that mineral associated organic matter throughout 3 different lithological units in mangrove sites around Florida. Technically, we just want to understand what's happening on a micro scale before we jump into the bigger picture.
Thank you, Andrea, for joining us. Now it's time for Ocean Dad Jokes with Janeska.
Hi everyone, welcome to Ocean Dad Jokes. My name is Janeska Gutierrez-Baez. I'm a rising senior at the University of Florida studying environmental science, and I'll be one of your hosts for today.
Perfect. Let's get in a couple jokes, shall we?
Of course, let's do it.
Where would a shark go on vacation in Europe?
I'm gonna say somewhere near the water.
Okay, close. Finland, of course.
Tyler, that's a good one.
Thank you. I'm gonna keep them rolling. Why don't sharks like eating clownfish?
Because they taste weird?
That's close. Because they taste funny. Bruh.
Tyler, where are you getting these from?
Oh man, too good for this. Let's go to another one. Why don't oysters donate to charity?
I don't know, I'm out of guesses. Let's hear it.
Because they're little shellfish.
I I like it.
Okay, we got one more. We can't stay here. We can't do jokes all the time. Why are fish so smart?
I don't know. Tell me. Why?
Because they spend all day in school.
I love it. Thank you, Tyler. Now let's hear it from one of our special guests. Hi, welcome back. Please help me in welcoming Elise Langer, our executive producer.
Hey guys.
Hi, Elise. Can you please introduce yourself? How are you doing?
I'm doing good, yeah.
Awesome. Can you tell us a little bit about your background?
Yeah, so I come from Raleigh, North Carolina, and I go to school William Peace University. It's also in Raleigh. I'm majoring in biology with a minor in chemistry. And I just love everything science.
Awesome. Thank you. Could you tell us a little bit about why you decided to come to Making Waves REU?
Yeah, so I actually heard about REUs through my sister who did one last year. She was studying climate change and how it affects minority populations. And so I was really interested in getting more into the research background of science. And then I looked through the NSF website and I found Making Waves, and it just aligned with everything I wanted to do. Science communication, research, and just getting to meet like-minded people. That was really why I wanted it, yeah.
Thank you for your answer. Can you explain what type of research project you're currently working on?
Yeah, so what I'm looking at is zinc in the Arctic Ocean. So zinc is actually a very essential micronutrient to the phytoplankton that live on the surface. And these phytoplankton are the base of the marine food web. So if they're doing good, we know that the rest of the marine food chain is probably doing good too. So by researching the distributions of zinc, we can see how well those ecosystems are doing. Yeah.
Thank you. I actually learned a little. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
And lastly, how is your research project and what you're working on, how is it applied to the real world?
Yeah. So by tracking these distributions of zinc, we can see how the phytoplankton are doing, like I said before, right? And phytoplankton are super essential to the global carbon cycle. So by looking at those distributions, that's how we can see how the climate is going to respond to what's going on in the ocean, and also with climate change. How is the ocean going to respond? And we can look at those tracking variations with zinc.
Awesome. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Of course. Now it's time for the word of the day. Where I'll be introducing you to a word, teaching you its definition, and letting you know how it affects you. Today's word of the day is harmful algal blooms, but if you really think about it, it's 3 words. A harmful algal bloom is a toxic bloom of algae, as the name suggests, that can cause serious harm to marine life and even people swimming in affected waters. You can identify a harmful algal bloom by water that appears discolored, and this is usually green, forms surface gums or mats, and can even give off a strong, unpleasant odor. So next time you head to the beach, keep an eye out for those public notices. And now it's time for news coverage.
It's time for Uncovering the News, where we dive into recent headlines regarding a growing problem right here in Florida. Harmful algal blooms.
Absolutely. These algal blooms have been quite an issue. According to researchers at the University of Florida, this has caused serious environmental and economic damages across states' lakes, rivers, and estuaries in recent years. And what's even more concerning is that these blooms are occurring more frequently and they're lasting a lot longer. Some places around the world, they even have them year-round.
That's why a team of the University of Florida water researchers working with North Carolina State University and the University of South Florida are stepping in. They are developing a next-day predictive model to help water managers better anticipate when and where these harmful blooms might occur.
This project is backed by a grant by the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. It's being led by David Kaplan at UF and Mauricio Arias at USF. And right now, they're focusing on the Caloosahatchee River and estuary systems that's directly connected to Lake Okeechobee.
That's a major hotspot for blooms. The model predicts levels of chlorophyll A, which is a key signal of algal bloom intensity. In fact, it can explain about 78% of next-day variation when conditions are driven by the lake, and around 49% when it's more influenced by the surrounding watershed.
What makes these models so quick, is that they're designed for everyday use. Agencies like the Southwest Florida Water Management District can use these without needing a team of data scientists on standby.
To add to that, the researchers hope to expand the system to other freshwater lakes and rivers around the world. The idea is to give managers clear, simple risk updates such as low, medium, or high, so they can respond quickly and protect both ecosystems and communities.
It's a promising step in protecting both the environment and our public health. And with the frequency of blooms rising, tools like this can make a real difference for Florida and beyond.
That's a wrap for our news coverage for today.
We'll catch you next time on Making Waves. Until then, stay safe, stay curious, and take care of your local waters. Bye.